Shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start these videos by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakak Wadash, as well as the salutations upon to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who have been laboring in this truth, helping younger brothers such as myself understand this 144% doctrine of the Bible. This video being titled Americas, which is modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, America, and is also modern day Rome, is failing miserably. And I saw this post. There's a lot of fruitful edification on Reddit, and I saw this and I figured hit me in the spirit, I'd speak on it. So let's read it. This guy or this woman first says America first, China last. And then this guy, sarcastically replies, which looks on X, formerly known as Twitter, first in what? COVID-91 infections and deaths, gun violence, prison population, number of homeless people, bombs dropped in foreign countries, national debt of 30 trillion, number of idiot politicians like you. And he was spitting straight facts, okay? And it's straight facts. America's being exposed for the as the scriptures say, the skirt is being lifted up, and it don't look good under there. It looks ugly. All right, so let's just rifle through these. This being titled America's failing miserably, and all these other countries can see, and they all gonna gang up, and even the allies of Babylon the Great America are gonna eventually turn on this bitch, the great whore, the whore that rideth upon the beast. All right, that sitteth upon many waters. Baruch 4 verse 31 and 32. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And how did the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, especially the Southern Kingdom, mainly get here? By way of ship, through the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, that's how. And then the Israelites that were already here of the Northern Kingdom were conquered through way of bloodshed. All right, and unrighteous decrees. That's Esau Edom. He took this by way of blood. And now look, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. This place is completely miserable, and it's failing miserably. This is a righteous judgment from the Heavenly Father, and it's only going to get much worse. Isaiah 47 at the top in the NLT. Prediction of Babylon's fall. Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. For your days of sitting on a throne have ended, O daughter of Babylonia. Never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. Okay, so we know there's an ancient Babylon, but there's also a Babylon after that. And that's talking about the modern day Babylon, which would be America. Babylon meaning confusion. And you see, Lord willing, I do another video later today. You just see how the people are in this society. This has to be Babylon. And this ain't just Babylon. This is Babylon the Great. This is the daughter of Babylon, okay? And it says, sit in the dust, sit in the confusion. Your days of sitting on a throne have ended, all right? And we see these other nations, they're in that spirit. America, the weak shall say they're strong. The America that I am strong ain't able to bully and get away with. Esau ain't able to get away with all his witchcraft as easily as he was previously, showing you his end is nigh. Let's keep going through this. A couple in Isaiah, or a couple more in Isaiah. That was Isaiah 47 in the 1 NLT. Let's get Isaiah 19, verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And this, once again, modern day Egypt, modern day Rome, modern day Babylon. Okay, this place is definitely modern day Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids. This place is erring in every way. Babylon meaning confusion, but Egypt meaning bondage. And this is the only other kingdom that has had all 12 tribes of Israel, which would include so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, in complete bondage, in complete captivity, okay? And this place is erring in every way. And as the scriptures say, the Lord's going to hit this place up as before with plagues. He's plaguing Egypt left and right. Going back to this, first in what that pestilence back in 2020, gun violence, prisoners, homelessness, debt. All the war and blood it spread on other countries. This place is erring in every way, and it's just it's circling the drain. We're seeing it. It's just getting worse, more degenerate and confused and miserable than ever. This place is completely failing. Jeremiah 49 verse 7. Concerning Edom, you so-called WHITEs, because this is your kingdom. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Salakia. Is their wisdom vanished? Okay, so Esau once again ain't able to get away with his lies and deception, and as he was in his witchcraft as easily as he was before, because people are exposing it. He's getting sloppy in all his ways. Going back to Isaiah 19:14, it's erring in every way, and these other nations see that, and the pride of this place is turning into shame. Okay, so let's we went to this post, so let's go one by one. First, and what he said, copy this right here, because I don't want to get a medical misinformation, but you see it right there. First in that, let's speak on this. We're gonna go to the book of Job 13 verse 4, because that was first of all, they created that pestilence, and then they lied about the so-called cure to it. Job 13 verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Okay, and if you took that jump shot in fear of that pestilence, that Ovid 9:1 pestilence back in 2020, the jump shot was worse than the actual made-up bullshit they came up with. A lot of people stopped, dropping, and rolling from taking that. Nahum 3, but you can't speak on it because this man is a liar, and he's the father of it. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Next one, gun violence. This is a bloody place. Complete gun violence every day. Look at all these major cities. You can't go a year without no elementary or high school getting shot up, or some mass shooting out in public at a shopping mall, and especially in where Esau done left Jake in these inner city slums. It's gun violence and gang violence every damn day. This is a bloody place. Nahum 3 verse 1. Woe, meaning destruction. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, and we are the prey, the Israelites. We're still pursuing a Baruch 3 verse 8. Yet this day in our captivity, we ain't left. Okay, Esau is still ruling over us, and we are yet this day in our captivity. Speaking further, evidence of that is the prison population. You go to these prisons, and you're gonna see the majority of our people, specifically so-called blacks and Hispanics, rotting in these jails and in these prison systems, okay, where Esau can further get more plantation slave labor out of our people, modern day plantation slave labor. Isaiah 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, that word prey again, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Okay, and this is, I believe Lamentations, the 2nd chapter, these heathen nations, this is the day they look for, where they done conquered the Israelites. And and we are under all these heathen nations, but chiefly Esau, Edom. Okay, they become confederate against us in this modern day Egypt, this modern day Rome, to destroy the nation of Israel. And we can see that. But the Lord is the Wadi Yahweh Yahushai is bringing back a remnant of his people. Okay, and Lord willing, we endure till the end. Let's go another one. Speaking on homelessness, all of these homeless people. Okay, it's getting worse in all these cities. I just left Main Street in Las Vegas. It's filled with homeless people everywhere. And that shows you the king. How's the so-called richest country on the planet, richest kingdom of all time, filled with homelessness within its streets, and trash, and tent cities, and drug addicts and zombies walking around everywhere. You look at Kensington Ave in Philadelphia, you look at San Francisco, All them cities in the West Coast, from San Diego up to Seattle, it's fucked up. Ecclesiasticus 34 verse 22. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer is of his hire is a bloodshedder. And that's what Esau does. Pursuing Isaiah 10 at the top, he lays down these unrighteous decrees is a way of defrauding his neighbor. This man is a man of blood by taxing you to hell, taking the fathers out the home, left and right, over these overpriced damn colleges, and so on and so on. This man is a man of blood, and we can see that in his society. As the king is, so are the people. And we see the people are struggling because we have the wicked in rulership. The earth was given in the hands of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9 verse 24. Okay, and the people are mourning because of it, and you can see that in these inner cities. Okay, as well is let's go back to this, just a little picture, as well as a lot of the homeless population is of ex-military veterans. The scriptures speak on Ecclesiasticus 26 verse 28 that the Lord hates a man of war that suffereth poverty. You're gonna see a lot of these homelessness with a Marines hat, a Army hat, a U.S. Navy hat on. These are veterans sitting in the streets with missing limbs, impoverished. Okay, this man is a complete devil. He don't give a fuck about his own people. He for damn sure don't give nothing, no care about our people. Okay, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good to? And now let's close off on the last couple points that this guy made, talking about bombs being dropped in foreign countries. I believe it was Yemen. A lot of them countries in the so-called Middle East, Western Asia, Esau done rained hell on. Okay, with his sword, able to make fire come out the sky with these bombs and these drone strikes. Okay, it speaks on this. Habakkuk 2 verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay, he is as death, Esau, Edom. This is the man and the son of perdition, of destruction, and he's a proud man. He don't keep his ass at home. That's why you got a U.S. embassy in every part of the world. Okay, the land upon many waters. America is tentacles have stretched forth everywhere. And if you don't follow Esau's ways, if you don't want to be a part of what his philosophies, he drops bombs on you. He pulls his sword out. Okay, and especially if you're a nation with resources. Okay, as soon as he find out he have resources, he gonna come knocking on your door with some BS plantation Christianity and democracy. You gonna turn your women into whores, and then open up them doors of the rainbow gang, and then eventually you follow after his wine, meaning philosophies. Your people gonna be destroyed like they is right here in Babylon the Great America. And let's get the next one, because it coincides with the next verse. National debt of $30 trillion. This place is in straight up debt, and is never climbing out of it. The next verse, Habakkuk 2 verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that word thick clay in translates back in the Paleo Hebrew to debt. This man, he laden himself with debt. He ladens these other countries in debt. Okay, that's how this man moves with his wicked banking system. But all that's gonna come back around. You see the dollar ain't as mighty as it used to be, and all these nations are gonna eventually rise up against this place. And a lot of that starts financially as well as economically. Okay, which is why this third woe is brewing as well. And you see that even happening with the allies of Babylon the Great America. These tariffs between Mexico, our bordering neighbors, Mexico and Canada. And let's close. There's always some madness going on in the background. Close off on this with these shithead politicians that they got in office, okay, that don't give a damn about these people. They all paid and bought for by the elite you wish banking families, okay? They're all pawns. But our people, I believe Isaiah, the 30th chapter at the top, are trusting in the shadow of Egypt, trusting in this government, trusting in this system of wickedness and oppression that ain't never benefited us, okay? But pretty soon, where ain't no food on the shelves, and they realize that these politicians done played and duped them, is going to be all out hell in these streets. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, and we look up the word sedition. It says, sedition is the crime of inciting people to rebel against the government. It can also be defined as the act of creating a disturbance or violence against the government with the intent to overthrow it. And we saw that in that Civil War 24 movie that came out last year. Sedition, or as well as January, 2021, I believe, that insurrection, whether it's made up or not, that spirit of sedition is only going to increase as the quality of life here gets worse and worse in Babylon the Great America. So this place, once again, going to the title, America is failing miserably in all its ways, and it's not going to be healed. Thus said the Holy Bible. This place is going to literally and figuratively crash and burn, okay, for all its wickedness and bloodshed. And that's a righteous thing. That's what we're seeking for. This place has been nothing but a jail cell for our people, a punishment, a cruel, bitter captivity, okay? And we can't wait to get the fuck out of this place. And seeing these signs of this wicked queendom getting worse and worse is another sign that where our salvation is nearer than we believe, okay? I hope and pray this was edifying. Shalom.